Hello, good evening. Today we are going to talk about linear regression, the different elements when we are doing linear regression, their interpretations, and so on. Okay, I'm going to regress, and I'm using the command reg, which is the syntax of regression. And after reg, I have to drop my dependent variable and now my independent variables. Okay, here my dependent variable is volume, and my independent variables closing price, low price, high price, and opening price have just to validate, and I have the result like that. Okay, now we are going to interpret and explain those elements of the result. Okay, as you can see here is the number of observation 248. Okay, and the f, the value of f here. Okay, and this value of the f help us to validate the hypothesis, which is the intercept model only. The only intercept model is equal to our model. What is intercept only model? Is this model which is composed only of the intercept. Okay, if we reject that null hypothesis, we will say that our model is better than intercept only model. Okay, F also is used in specific case to do significance, overall significance of all variables. But in the case of linear regression, the hypothesis is comparing two models, the intercept only model and the our present model, the model we are just running now. Okay, how to do that? That one, this four is the when we are using table is the a degree of freedom at the numerator, and that one is degree of freedom at the denominator. The value we will find on the table, if that value is greater than the value we have here, we will reject our null hypothesis. Okay, when it's greater than that one, it is now belonging to the rejection region. But when it is less than that value, we will accept our null hypothesis. Okay, when rejecting, if the value on the table is greater than that one and we reject, the conclusion is our model is better than intercept only model. Okay, when we have the probability of f like that, we don't need to worry ourselves to use a table. We can just use the rule of p-value here, the probability value here to conclude. The rule is when the p-value is less than our significant level, which is 5% here because the confidence interval is 95%, we have to reject our null hypothesis. That when the probability is greater than significant level, uh, we have to accept our null hypothesis. And as you can see, this value 0.0000 is less than the significant level. And the conclusion here is the model we are running is better than intercept only model. Okay, now R square. R square is the measure of the goodness of fit. That one explain the value of the R square, explain the variability, how the independent variables explain the variability of the dependent variable. In our case here, we will say that the independent variables explain by 31.05% the variability of the dependent variable. Okay, that one, the R square, is good when it is over 0.5. When it's less than 0.5, that means that the independent variables um, don't explain well the variability of the dependent variable. Okay, now the case of the adjusted R squared is good when we are comparing two models. The higher the adjusted R square, the better the model. Yeah, when we are comparing two models, the one which has the higher adjusted R square is better than the one with lower adjusted R square. But now we have to talk about our coefficients. We have coefficients here, standard errors, t and p values. Okay, the coefficients are explain the correlation between the independent variable and the dependent variable. Here we have to see first the sign. If the sign is negative, the correlation or the relationship is negative. Okay, in that case, if you want to give the interpretation, the increasing of closing price by 1 unit will reduce the average volume by 10.80 units and holding all other variables constant. Okay, but now we know that the relationships and the correlation is negative. We have to see if this relationship is significant just by looking at p-value. When p-value is less than our significant level, we will say that this relationship, this correlation is significant. But if it's greater than our significant level, the correlation is negative but not statistically significant. Okay, as you can see here, that value is greater than our significant level, which is 5%. Then we have negative relationship but not statistically significant. Okay, taking the example of high price, we can see that we have the positive relationship, and when here the interpretation is when increasing high price by 1 unit will increase the average volume by 140.69 unit, holding all other variable constants. Okay, we have now to see the significance by just looking at the p-value, which is 0.000 and which is less than our p-value. That means that uh, the relationship is positive and significant. Okay, and now the t. The t can just allow us to make the same conclusion but using the table. And when we have just p-value, we no need again to use t, because when we want to use t, we have to go to the table before to come to make our conclusion. And how t is obtained here, this coefficient over that standard error is what is given as t. When we take that value divided by this one, you will have the answer here. That is, I hope that this video will help you. Thank you for your time.